Look at that, guys. It's game time. I'm Jamie and I'm from Rise Gardens, and today we have 2 recipes that we're gonna show you for game day that we're going to elevate from your traditional game day recipes. So let's get cooking, guys. So instead of traditional hot wings or chicken wings, we are going to spice it up today, and we are doing spicy Asian chicken wings. And we're going to show you a couple little ways to impress your friends, and it takes little to no effort. So let's get started. So first of all, you have your chicken wings right here. You have oil, and then we have the spices. So you're going to mix together the salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. So let's do that right now. Just a little quick mix. You wanna make sure that it's evenly distributed. And then you have your oil. You're gonna pour that in with your seasoning into the chicken wings. And then you need to mix them in. And you want to make sure that they're evenly coated. Whipping it up real nice with my spatula here, but you can toss it around if you want. You can shake it here, make sure that it's nice and evenly coated. And then you're going to put this on a baking sheet. And then what you're going to want to do is put it into the refrigerator for 1 hour or up to overnight. So if you're making a lot of different recipes on game day, you can go ahead and make this the night before, and then it'll be ready to go and finish right there in the morning. So you can measure the baking powder. I have the allotment actually in the recipe, but for today, I'm just going to sprinkle in just a little bit. And then you put the chicken wings in the bowl with the baking powder. And then you're gonna wanna coat them. And that's gonna help them have a little bit of a crisp to them. And it's gonna also help the sauce stay on the wings. All right, and then you put them back on here. And now it's time to go to the oven, guys. So let's get this back on here. And now they're ready to go into the oven. So you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 350, and once that's ready, you just get them right in the oven, and you're gonna cook for approximately 30 minutes. And you're want to place them on the middle rack at the 15-minute mark, so halfway through, you're going to wanna flip them so that they bake evenly. And then once they've baked for 30 minutes, you're gonna wanna increase the temperature to 425 degrees, and you're gonna bake for 5 minutes, and then open up the oven, and you're gonna flip them really quickly, bake for another 5 minutes, and then pull them out. That's gonna give that extra crisp that you're gonna see right here in just a few minutes. And while the chicken wings are cooking, you're gonna wanna make your sauce. So you're gonna mix together all of the sauce ingredients in here, and you're gonna cook it until it becomes a thick glaze. Now, once your wings are done, you're gonna wanna put them into your sauce. Let's do that. All right. And then you're gonna wanna stir and toss them around until it's nice and caramelized. And then it's gonna be time to plate. Now it's time to remove the wings from your saucepan and plate them. So a little messy is good because it's game day. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna top them with a few fresh ingredients, and that's gonna add a little extra zest to it, and it's gonna impress your friends because they're gonna look super gorgeous right here on the plate. So let's finish that. All right. And then I pulled in some, we're just being messy because that's real life, guys. And I have some cilantro that I pulled out from my lovely Rise garden back there, and we're just gonna top the wings. And see, this little extra green element makes it pop, and it also makes it a little Instagram friendly. So make sure that you think about that after you get these guys done. Then we're gonna add some green onion that I also grew in my rice garden. Just add a little extra green, a little extra zing. And then you're gonna add in a little bit of crushed red pepper. And if you don't have a high tolerance for spice, you can feel free to skip this one as well. And then you just want to sprinkle on just a little bit, just adding a little extra layer. And then some black sesame seed. And I'm just going to sprinkle that. Using your hands actually adds a little bit more control so that they don't kind of bunch up, which sometimes that happens when you have just the little, like a little guy on top. So we removed that. And it's as simple as that. And now we're taking your traditional nachos, we're putting them in a cast iron, and we're making skillet nachos. And I have a little bit of a tip. You know how you eat nachos and then you eat the top chips and they have all the toppings, and then you get down and you just have bare chips? Well, there's a little tip called layering that we're gonna do right now that makes sure that every chip possible has some topping on it. So let's get started. You're gonna start by preheating your oven to 400 degrees. While it's preheating, we are going to assemble the nachos. So you're gonna have your chips, first layer of chips right here in the cast iron skillet. And you're gonna take each of your different toppings and you're gonna layer just a little bit of it for each layer. So we'll get started. This is the taco meat. Super simple to make. We're using ground turkey. You can use ground beef. So we're just gonna put a little bit of taco meat here. All right, so it's evenly distributed. And then you're gonna come over and get some corn. And then some black beans. You've already rinsed and drained and rinsed them. Then you're gonna want to get some cheese. You're gonna want a healthy amount of cheese because there's nothing wrong with cheese, guys. All right. And then you're gonna take and do the second layer of chips. All right. And then you just repeat the process again. I'm gonna grab this, sprinkle it in. All right. And then again, back over here with the corn. Again, a mess, totally okay. If you're not making a mess, I think I've heard that on one of those shows. If you're not making a mess, then you're not really cooking, guys. And then the black beans again. And then just make sure that they're evenly distributed. So again, that you're getting chips that are all super tasty. And then you're gonna add in more cheese. And then it's gonna be time for the oven. Super simple, guys. All right, this is it. And that's all you need. And it's gonna go to the oven, and then you just top it with some of the optional toppings in our recipe that's in our caption. Once the skillet nachos are out of the oven, it's time to put on all of those delicious toppings. So we have a fresh salsa recipe, which makes the total difference when it comes to skillet nachos. It adds that extra zing, that extra freshness that makes sure that it doesn't feel like just some stale nachos. So you're gonna top those, top the nachos with the fresh salsa. You're gonna sprinkle on some cilantro, and you're gonna slice some jalapenos and just toss them right on top of the nachos and then serve warm. So happy game day, guys, and we hope you guys enjoy these foods. Again, check out the description below the video so that you can get the full recipes and a few extra tips that we didn't include in the video today. So happy cooking, guys, and stay tuned for more content next time. See ya.